starting this live, like, extremely late. Okay, calm down. My dog is over here going crazy. Okay, let me find him on my live. I am so late. This is my fault. I overslept. Let me see. He's probably late as well. We're just both late doing this today. I haven't seen him join. Happy Father's Day, everyone. My dog is over here attacking me on the side. Milo, please. Stop. My. Say hi. He is going crazy. Hi. While we're getting beat up by my dog right now. Milo, please. Say hi. Okay. Stop. I actually can't hear you. Oh, I had my volume like all the way down. It's so embarrassing. So I was like, I can't hear, but I'm the problem. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I didn't realize that I was the problem.
Oh, okay. So does it sound better than it did last week?
You sound the same to me because I feel like last week I could like literally hear. Okay, I could hear you just fine.
Okay.
My dog is going crazy. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was late today. I literally got ready in 10 minutes. My hair is so wet. I just washed it.
Oh, okay.
They text you and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up. I did not get up. I in fact laid down another 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, like I say, I definitely could have just sat right there on the couch, but I figured it being our third week, it's probably not a good idea to cancel already.
Don't cancel already. We're just starting out. Just getting our fan base together, you know.
Starting out. Oh man, is that making noise? Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it. I mean, it's not annoying or anything, but I can hear it.
Welcome in, everybody.
Be still. Welcome in. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
A few more minutes.
Oh, I've been so late. Mom, how's my hair? I'm so late. Oh, she's not saying anything. I saw my mom in the chat. I'm like, how's my hair? Because I got ready so fast. It's like, I procrastinate, wait till the last minute to do anything. I knew we were doing this podcast, and still I chose to wait till the last minute to actually get ready.
Hold on, y'all. 1 minute.
Get my edges. I'm fixing it. Well, I don't have a big straw with my coffee today.
Yeah, what?
Watch that camera with the dress on. Thanks, Mom. Should I move?
You knew your mama was gonna say something about that dress.
She's the one who bought it, so to say something is crazy. You bought this dress, but okay, I'll just sit like this. Milo, up or down, please. How do you buy a dress and complain about the dress that I'm wearing? Only my mom?
What's up, Miss Patty? All right. Welcome in, everybody, to our third episode, Too Good For You podcast. Today we are going to talk about the fathers.
Yes.
The value of a father, what happens when dad shows up. Feel like this could be a very interesting episode depending on your thoughts. So, whatever thoughts you guys have, y'all free to put them in the. If y'all have questions or comments or anything, put them in the chat. And we will just kind of go from there. But I want to say, first of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the
Happy
chat.
Father's Day.
Hope y'all are having a great one. And yeah, so I've done looked at a few things, try to get a few comments from people and things like that on their thoughts on the situation. I haven't really gotten a whole lot, so I kind of had to end up doing my own research a little bit. And I'm sorry if y'all hear children in the background. My kids are here.
Oh, of course, it's Father's Day. You're fine. You're fine. Hello, kids.
They may come in and out of here, but yeah. But I looked up the definition of the word value, and I wanted to get the actual definition first, which came back was importance, worth, usefulness, and significance of something or someone in your life. So value is probably like the importance or the impact a person has on your life and things like that. So today is not going to be about determining if one is better than
sorry, I keep getting a call from my dad.
Definitely not aware of the conversation where I'm trying to say the conversation. The conversation I want is more so just to kind of bring awareness to dads and I'm gonna wait till she comes.
I'm sorry, my dad is here. He keeps calling. But my mom told him to come over at this time, which is crazy because I asked her, why would you ask him to come over at this time? And I'm recording. So.
Okay. He's there with you now?
He's outside my house. I'm like, not at this time.
Thank you for the Go Pops and the gifts and everything. I'm doing good. How are you, Corporate?
Okay, sorry.
Thank y'all for the taps.
Okay, sorry. Okay. All right, let's begin. Sorry.
No, you're all good. You're good. You're good. So I guess I guess my thought is we spend a lot of time talking about fathers who left, and sometimes we don't get to acknowledge the fathers that are actually present. In the home, or whether it's not in the home, whether it's co-parenting or things like that, we oftentimes don't get a chance to acknowledge those parents, those fathers and things like that. So what are your thoughts as far as like the value of a father in your experience?
So I have a great father though. So I know I see constantly on the internet, they're constantly, and I see him walking by actually. I constantly see on the internet people are bashing fathers, fathers not being there mentally, just being there physically. But I have the experience of having both from my dad. I wish you could put him on camera, but he won't get on camera.
Well, let him know I say Happy Father's Day.
I will. I feel distracted because I can see him walking by. What are your thoughts?
So I mean, there are things that I think benefited from having my dad. He was there, in the home growing up, and then at some point, he wasn't living there with us anymore. But I definitely think there are some things that I picked up from him that I didn't pick up, maybe from mom. And like I said, it's not in a sense trying to diminish one role over the other, but I do think that sometimes there are certain things that maybe dad can teach versus what mom can teach, and it's probably coming from like two different perspectives. Dad may be able to present one thing one way, and mom may be able to present another way. Sometimes one is more of a nurturer than the other, and one is more practical and can break things down in a certain way.
And so I was going to ask, in this society, I know people portray Black men as absent fathers. How important is it for you to be a present father?
So for me, it's very important for me because I want my children to know that their father is there, that it's not just mom. Even though, me and my my ex-wife aren't together anymore. We still co-parent very well. So
that's good.
I wanted to make sure that it was not all on her to do everything or make sure that, because I know society puts a lot of emphasis on, moms being important. Moms, it all being on the moms. And I wanted to make sure that, I'm present too, so it's going to be like I guess I'll use the term from our last week, the 50-50 thing.
The 50-50 with parenting, absolutely.
I wanted to make sure that, I was as present as, she was, that I make an impact on their lives too, that they knew that their father was there.
That's good. I will say I do find it disgusting that the role continuously picks on Black men, not only with like racism, but being an absent father when you have every race that has their group of absent fathers that are out there, and it's just tough to watch. How does that make you feel as a Black man that people are continuously downing Black fathers, saying they're absent and they're not good fathers? How does that make you feel?
Me personally, it hurts a lot. It hurts a lot, and the thing is, I know that I'm present. I know that I'm here and I'm doing all the things that I need to do, for my kids and things like that. But even yet, still, like people can see me doing these things. They can see that I'm here for my kids and stuff, and I still get kind of lumped into that category. And that's one thing that bothers me a lot. Like, I have been in several conversations, in person, sometimes even on here, where it's like, they'll see what I do because I post a lot about my kids, so they'll see the impact that I have on my kids, how hard I'm working at it, and things like that. Like I work every day, like I'm doing all the things. I come home, I cook, I clean, all that kind of stuff, and yet it'll still be, dad is no good, or them daddies, they all right. Sometimes I'll get what I like to call a backhanded compliment. It's kind of like, oh yeah, you're doing all what you're supposed to do, but yet and still, we still got to do it all. And I never want to be that guy to take anything away from either role. Never want to be the one to take anything from like my ex. Her name is Tyra, by the way. It bothers me to say my ex.
Hey, whatever her is. None of our birthdays. Yeah. You guys have a great relationship, so I'm glad that you're on a first name basis.
Yeah. But yeah, it bothers me that, I still get lumped into that role of.
I hear your son in the background. Hello.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah, I still got to be a dad.
You still have to be a dad. Look, even during.
Not showing up, not doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, even when I am, and then it's kind of like, no, I'm doing everything, and it's like, okay, well then, yeah, you're the only one, but still, you still wouldn't be able to do half of that without mom. And it's kind of like, why do I have to fight so hard just to get some acknowledgement?
Well, I want to absolutely acknowledge you today as being a great father. Happy Father's Day. Do not let anyone discourage you and make you feel like you're not a great father, even though you are. And I'm glad to see that you are out here talking about fatherhood, so more and more people can know that we do have great Black fathers out there, and they're not all absent fathers.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Hello, everyone.
We were talking about the value of a father. What happens when dads show up? I struggled a lot with this topic because it's like, I know it's supposed to be my opinions, and I guess I have firsthand knowledge as a dad, but you never know what you're supposed to say or what the right thing is to say, if there's a right or wrong thing to say, as far as, the value of a father or what happens, when you're supposed to show up. So,
I don't think there's a wrong answer. And
there is no wrong answer. It's just dealing with the critics and what people think and stuff like that. So,
the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't care what anyone thinks. Most people you'll find they are miserable and they want you to be miserable as well. So just take what they say with a grain of salt. What are some things that you learned from your father that you now do when you parent your son and your daughter?
Man. So me and my dad did not have the best relationship. Even though he was a great provider, which is what people normally would say about fathers, he was a great provider. He did all the things that he was supposed to do, but there were still some things that I probably felt like I could have learned a little bit better from him. But he definitely taught me the importance of how to read people and how to not just
That's good.
give in to what people, give in to what people say. Kind of be, I guess, a strong individual, standing on my own 2 feet and things like that. Like, being able to think for myself and maybe kind of like the stronger side versus, from my mom's side, the more nurturing side, the more compassionate and stuff like that. His was more like, somebody telling you something like, you pay attention to what, pay attention to what you're doing.
That's tough love. He's still has love, but it's just tough love.
Yeah, tough love. Tough love is what I would call it.
Do you feel like men parent their sons different than they parent their daughters?
Say that again?
Do you feel like men parent their sons different than they parent their daughters?
I think so. I think could possibly be a little more tougher with my son than it will be with my daughter. But I guess because I feel like, she needs more love, I guess tenderness. I don't really know how to put it.
Baby girl, you have to be a little bit soft.
I like to kind of rough house with him and, play and things like that. But I still feel like they both can learn valuable lessons.
Absolutely. And our girls were more soft, so when dads are tough on us, it will hurt our feelings. But we still need that tough love. Absolutely.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the happy Father's Day wishes. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 minute. Let me go get him something to drink.
You're fine. I'll talk to the chat. I said, you're fine. I can talk to the chat. I can hold the chat down.
So let everybody know some of your experiences with dad and some things that you learned.
I'm knocking things down. Let's see. So many things. My dad definitely taught me how to drive because my mom is not a good driver like myself. In order for me to pass the driver's test my dad took me to an empty parking lot at Sam's and took 2 water jugs and put them on each side and made me get in an F-350 truck and told me I had to parallel park. And if I knocked any of the gallons of water down, he would say, all right, you got to start over. Versus my mom, I feel like she would be mortified if she had to teach me how to drive. It's just certain things I go to my dad for versus things I go to my mom for. My dad, if you do for expert advice, he's not going to sugarcoat it. He's going to be completely honest. Probably too honest. Versus my mom is more nice and soft and nurturing with her answers. Come here.
And I think that's kind of normal though. Can y'all still hear me okay?
I hear you just fine.
Okay. So a question in the chat, do you think the type of father you had impacted the way you father your kids?
Absolutely.
I do because I wanted to make sure that so I feel like my dad didn't do a whole lot with me, and that kind of affected me in a sense that I don't know, that bothered me a lot. I did a lot of things with my mom and stuff, so I learned a lot of things from her. I still learned things from my dad, but it definitely impacted me in a way that I said I was going to be very present in my kids' lives. And I wanted to make sure that they knew I was here. Even though they can physically see me, I wanted my presence felt. I wanted them to know that I cared and things like that.
Yeah. I talk to both my parents every single day, even though my parents weren't together. I would go to my dad's house every other day. So we're very, very close. I feel like I am a lot like my dad in some ways, so sometimes we bump heads, and that kind of drives me crazy. But I think that's normal with every parent. As far as parenting, I honestly think that my parents have more patience now that they're grandparents than they did when they were parenting me. My dad was very playful growing up. He wasn't really the disciplinary, but my mom was. So I feel like I get more of my disciplinary side from her. I just love my dad and my daughter's relationship, though. They do a lot of things together that we did together as far as going to look at cars or sharing the interest in electronics. So I do like that aspect of it. But as far as being like disciplined, my dad's like literally chill when it came to raising daughters. But for my brothers, oh, he got on them. There was no lecture. You're gonna get popped.
I'm just kind of straightforward with them, but for
Very
you, just kind of a lecture and a talk and things like that.
Sometimes I talk, sometimes not really. It was, I definitely do remember sometimes as a child him saying, "Tell your mom I talked to you," but not really having a conversation because my mom's still in the chat. I'm gonna get my dad in trouble.
Right? Yeah, you might.
My dad does not like when people complain about his kids. I had a teacher in high school that would complain that I was always late to her class, which I would go from one side of Klein Collins to the other side of the school to get to her class, and sometimes I would be late. And she called my dad, and I said, "You probably shouldn't call my dad. He's gonna turn it on you." And she called him anyways, and he was like, "I think you're the problem. How about you leave the classroom door open so she can come to class?" He said, "Matter of fact, how about we time you walking from one side of school to the other and see if you can make it in time?" And I was like, and I was like, "I told you not to call my dad." Then he went over her to her boss. So. Let's just say, if I had to go to the bathroom or anything, I was able to in that class because that teacher was terrified of my dad. Oh, my mom is in the chat. He definitely has zero tolerance when it comes to saying anything negative about his kids. My dad is not playing. And my dad is dating someone, and that someone says something mean or just does anything to make us upset, my dad will cut them off immediately. He's like, "Oh, you don't like them? Done. You'll never see them again." But I am the same way.
Lessons that you probably learned from both mom and dad, but maybe that you learned differently from your dad.
Definitely with my dad. I would say that my dad, both my parents are very hard workers. Very, very, very hard. But I think I am a workaholic like my dad. Because my dad always makes comments like, no matter how much money you make, there's always going to be another bill. So if there's an opportunity to work overtime, work the overtime, because you never know what's going to happen. But sometimes I do look at that and I think about my childhood, and my dad worked a lot. I would see him, but majority of the time he was working. And I think I'm like that now with my parenting. I'm always working. And I'm like, oh no, I'm that parent that I said I wasn't going to be. I'm a workaholic. Like, we're going to have fun and travel and do things, but majority of the time I do work. My mom said my dad's a perfectionist. Absolutely. I am not a perfectionist like my dad. Like, both my parents are very clean. Do not look at the background of my house. I did not dust. Is my mom still on here? I can see that being a problem. My parents are very, very clean. I am clean like my dad. I'm just not as clean as my dad, if that makes sense. There was a time my dad sold his house and he lived with me. I was like, "Why don't you live with me? I'm never home anyways. I work nights." And there was a time I was wiping my counter and my dad stopped mid-sentence and was like, "I'll just do it because you're not doing it right." It's like, what? Mind you, in my 30s, I know how to clean my house. He's just like, "It's going to bother me. You're not doing it right. Just leave. I'll clean it." I was like, oh my gosh. But my dad's parents were very, very clean people. They weren't military, but they're like military. Very, very clean, very picky. Everything had to be done a certain way. And my dad is like that. And with my daughter, I do find myself when she is cleaning that I sometimes want to take over. But I'm like, she's not going to learn if I don't let her. So I need to back off.
Yeah. Welcoming everybody again. This is Too Good For You podcast. We're talking about the importance or the value of fathers since it is Father's Day and just what happens when dad shows up. The impact that your dad may have had on your life. Not to make it a competition between mother and father.
No,
I feel like society does that a lot already.
Yes,
so that's
absolutely.
not what this is supposed to be about. This is just supposed to kind of shed just a little light on the dads today, only because a lot of times, dads in general, and sometimes, black dads, there's kind of a stereotype sometimes of, dads not being present or, dads not doing their equal share and things like that. And so a lot of times my goal is to kind of bring awareness to that because, as a dad that co-parents, because me and my wife, my ex-wife, Tyra. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't like saying ex. I don't know why that bothers me so much. We co-parent. No, we're not married anymore. We're divorced and everything. But, I still do what I'm supposed to do. And she still does what she's supposed to do. So we both still do, the equal share of taking care of our kids. And it's all about the kids now. It's not about whether or not she still has feelings for me or if I still have feelings for her. And we use and pit the kids against each other because that happens a lot also. And sometimes that can prevent fathers from even being in their kids' lives.
That's really sad.
That's just sometimes that's the way it works. One parent may use the kids against the other and stuff like that. So today, like I said, I just want to bring awareness to the fathers that actually are showing up because unfortunately, there are some dads that are not doing what they're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And the unfortunate thing about that is that role and that stereotypes gets put on a lot of dads and all dads and stuff like that. So I try to fight against that at every chance that I get, especially for dads that are actually showing up and doing what they're supposed to do with their kids. And just also to, bring awareness that, dads, we struggle too. Mm-hmm. Like, there are things that we kind of struggle with and that, we have hard days and stuff like that. But sometimes we're not allowed to say those things. Society does not let us hurt. They don't let us feel like we're supposed to be like strong all the time, a strong provider, and we're not supposed to be tired or anything like that. So
I know for women, we always say it takes a village to raise kids. Do you feel like being a father, do you also have the opportunity, like access to a village to help you with your kids?
I do. I feel like she has a lot more friends that are willing to help her. Mm-hmm. I have a few that I guess are willing to help if I was to reach out and say, hey, I need help or things like that. But that's not necessarily something that I've done. And it could be a guy thing because we oftentimes feel like we have to stand on our own or we don't reach out for help and stuff like that. So if I'm feeling some kind of way, as far as like fathering or parenting and stuff like that, I do have my brothers that I can reach out to kind of talk to. But yeah, there are a lot of times that, I struggle too.
I think every parent does. I don't think that men talk about that enough, actually, so thank you. What was it like being a first-time father? Were you scared? Were you afraid to hold the baby?
Very scared in the idea that I did not know what to do because, it's the unknown. I guess it's the fear of the unknown. Like, am I going to be, depending on the kind of dad you have, like, am I going to be anything like my dad or am I going to be better? Am I going to be worse? Is my kid going to like me? Am I going to do the right things? Stuff like that. Like, it was all of those things lumped into one. Like, still very excited to be a dad, but, the fear of the unknown.
Do you call your dad for advice sometimes on parenting your son?
I don't. And even one of my dad passed in 23.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did you tell me that before? I don't know if you told me that. Okay. Oh my. Oh God.
I don't know if I did or not. But yeah, he passed in 2022. But like I said, we didn't have the best relationship. Even growing up, like I didn't have just the closest. Like I wasn't just close to my dad. I guess you could say, like we did a lot of things together. He did work a lot. He was a truck driver for the most part. So. He was gone a lot, was home on the weekends, but typically if he was home, he was probably asleep because he was tired and he was leaving right back out. Now, there are things that I remember about my dad that, I loved about him because he was a truck driver, so he used to bring his truck home, and they always fascinated me. There were things that fascinated me about my dad, but and I wanted to be, like him in a sense, until I started kind of growing up, and it's kind of like we kind of grew apart in a sense, like, and I'm not gonna say that he didn't have time for me or anything like that. I don't want to speak bad on him, but I definitely felt like we could have done more, but it kind of got to the point to where we just kind of separated.
Do you feel like your dad parents your sister differently than he parented you?
Maybe. I feel like he was a little easier on her, but I feel like both of my parents were a little bit easier on her.
Oh, I always say you can live in the same household as your siblings, but everyone has a different perspective. Everyone's like, I was raised this way, or they remember things that you don't remember in the household. And you're like, what? When did that happen? Or that never happened. So you feel like that as well? Like they are nicer, easier. Yeah. Are you older than your sisters too, or are you younger?
I'm older.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm older, so I always say the oldest child was the test subject.
Absolutely, you have to get it the hardest, They're still figuring it out, And once they have another one,
my son, he probably was a test subject. Now my daughter, we kind of knew what we was gonna do with that one, but yeah, my son, he definitely was like the is this right or wrong type deal. But did I call him? Not necessarily. When I would visit him, he would give me different perspectives. Like he would offer a different perspective on certain situations that my mom probably would, but I would get a different thought from him. So definitely different in that aspect. And there were some things that I could talk to him about, but my dad could set me off in a matter of like 10 minutes of talking to him to the point where it's like, I'm just not gonna call over here.
You talking, you're like, I regret calling. I'm gonna hang up now. Did your dad start lecturing you, and then that just sets you off, or?
It wasn't a lecture. It was more so him fussing about something. And
mine were the lectures.
Yeah, I'm more of the kind of like I'm gonna move around. Like my sister, she could do a lot. She could do a lot better. But me, I'm kind of like I'm a bag off. I'll be back.
I remember just seeing how fast my dad made money and how he made good money. My mom as well. She's also made really good money when she worked for GE. And I always said, okay, I can't wait till I get my degree and make good money. I remember the first time I made 6 figures, I was so happy. I was like, look, I made good money. And my dad was like, that ain't shit. I was making way more than that back then, way before I was your age. He's like, you need to get your shit together. You need to step it up a bit. And I was like, whoa. My dad is always very, very tough, though. Every year he's like, okay, you made this amount, so next year you need to make more. Every year you need to make more. Set a goal for yourself. I'm just like, oh my goodness. But one day, I don't know when, I just want to make more. So I'd be like, aha, I finally need more money than you. That'll be the highlight of my day.
Things that, you can learn the same lesson from both parents, but in a different way. So maybe your mom was like, "Oh yeah, that's good."
Oh shit! Oh, that's amazing! I'm so happy for. I'm proud of you. My dad's like, "That's not enough." That's it.
Yeah, I mean, there were certain situations I could talk to my mom about, and she provided one. It's like, okay, and I talked to my dad, and he's like, yeah, no, like don't deal with that. Like, okay, well.
What was your dad's reaction when you proposed and you said you're gonna get married? Did you have a conversation first before proposing, or you just proposed and told him after?
I think I proposed and told him afterwards. I definitely did not talk to him because my mind, and I'm not necessarily proud of it, but yeah, my mindset there was like, why do I need to talk to you about that? Because they were divorced by then, so I'm like,
you're like, I don't want their advice.
But now me being divorced, I can kind of see both sides. I understand it a little bit better. You learn things like that. Somebody asked, how do I cope with the day-to-day stresses of fatherhood on rough days? It's one of those things where I just know that I have to keep going on, whether I want to or not. Depending on what I'm going through that day, there are some people that I can call and, kind of vent to, kind of talk to and things like that. But if not, it's one of those things where I just know that I have to keep going on because there's nobody else here to do it. Especially in the situation that I'm in now. Like, yeah, I can call Tyra if I need to, if it's something I absolutely need to help with. But, my goal is not to impact her. It's supposed to be on me this week. I'm going to do what I got to do. But yet we still co-parent with each other. So we're still, we feed off of each other and things like that. But as far as I deal with the stresses, I find different outlets, but I try to make sure that the kids are taken care of, and then I try to make sure that I kind of take care of myself and find that time for myself in whatever way that can be. If it's social media, if it is, I don't know, watching a movie or just sitting. Sometimes I just sit in the dark. That might sound sad, but sometimes I just sit in the dark.
Try to get us in the dark and have a little cry session.
Or sometimes music is kind of my outlet. So I listen to music and I just turn it up loud. Sometimes that just kind of allows me just to not even think about stuff. It's like let my mind run free for a few minutes.
Do you get your singing voice from your dad or your mom?
My mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
When did you realize you had a nice singing voice like your mom?
Say that again?
When did you realize you had a nice singing voice like your mom?
I think they always knew. My mom tried to convince me to sing at an early age, and I was just against it because I don't know. I wasn't really confident about it, and I think that's one thing that I didn't necessarily get that I wasn't necessarily taught. And I feel like that's probably one of the things that you can learn from both parents, but I feel like dads probably teach it, probably try to push it a little bit more.
I see that.
But that's not necessarily something that I wasn't really confident about it and things like that. So I kind of realized it at an early age. I mean, a lot of people told me, uncles and stuff, they told me, but I was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I fought against it for a long time.
Okay. Was your dad a dancer? Did he dance? Did your mom dance?
No.
Was your dad like one of those dads that when you had family or anyone come over, like, hey, come in here, show them your special talent, come out here and sing for everybody? Was he one of those dads?
Kind of, sort of. So my dad, I was in the computers at an early age, so I would work on fixing everybody's computer. So my dad was kind of that one low. Quincy can do it for you, and Quincy can do this like that. So he was very proud of his kids. He just showed it in his own way, which is a real strong way, not showing a whole lot of emotion and stuff like that. And I think that's one thing that fathers should teach their kids is how to show that it's okay to show
emotion. It's okay to cry.
Do I?
No, I'm saying it's okay to cry.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, I have a friend of mine. They're not on here, so I'm not going to get too many details, but I'll tell the stories. I have a friend of mine who was going through some stuff. We are really close, and he's a father also, and he was kind of telling me, some of the things that he was going through, and that, he's not divorced or anything like that, but yeah, he felt like, he wasn't heard at home and things like that, and that he wasn't allowed to feel, and he would kind of voice his opinions to his wife, how some things he was struggling with, and it was kind of like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what about me? And he's like, man, I'm trying to do better with this job. I'm trying to get these things. I'm trying to do better in life. I'm just trying to do better for my family, and sometimes I struggle. And the one place I should be able to talk to, or one person I should be able to talk to, I can't talk to because it's kind of like she always makes it about her. She understands, but at the same time, what about what I got going on and things like that. And he said he kind of gets to the point to where it's like, what's the point of me even saying anything? Like, I love my wife. I don't want to leave. I'm not trying to leave my family. I'm going to be there for them, but it's kind of like, I don't say anything because what's the point? Like, I'm not allowed to I'm not allowed to have a bad day. I'm not allowed to hurt. I'm not allowed to any of these things because that's just kind of what society does. And I really didn't like that for him. Like, that bothered me a lot because I feel like the one safe place that you should have is home.
Absolutely.
And especially if you're married, you know, if you have a family, that should be the one place where you can break down. Like, as a dad, as a man, as a father, you know, that should be, your family should be the one place that you can still break down and still look strong, and that should be able to look like strength. And that's not taught.
No. Communication is key. They have to work on their communication skills. Sometimes people talk and they're not really listening to their spouse and how they're actually feeling. So that's hard. But hopefully they can figure things out and they'll start listening. Because, I mean, as a father, of course, just like a mom, you go through things.
Right.
It's hard. Just like, I know there's many books about being a father and being a mom, but nothing really prepares you until you have that child and you're like, oh my goodness, I have someone's life in my hands that I'm responsible for, and it is so stressful.
You're responsible for, yes. You're responsible for. So
on the outside, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. And inside, I'm like going crazy inside. Like, did I put up enough money for college? Did I do this? Did I do that? I have to buy her a car. I have to do this. It's like so much.
Yeah, did I make sure I did everything all right? I'm going to work. I'll be back. You know, did I make enough money today? Am I doing enough? Are they happy? Or things like that? Like, those are all things from a father's perspective. You know, that we think about it. And you won't have the two-parent home where both parents are working and things like that. But I feel like, you know, each parent has their own role. And sometimes you have, you know, one parent may have to take on both roles, whether it be, you know, if dad is not in the home, or maybe sometimes even where the mom is not there and dad has to do, you know, both things. I think, you know, it's possible for, you know, either one to do both things, but I think, you know, that both parents probably do things a little differently where the child can get, you know, a different perspective from both.
Absolutely.
They're like me. Yeah. So I think my goal is just to let fathers know that it's okay to not be strong all the time. Like, you know, you can have those moments where you're just like, man, it's just hard out here.
It's okay to have those moments. Just don't sit there and stay in it too long. You gotta come out of it.
Yeah, don't sit there in it. Don't sit there in it. But yeah, you know, it's okay to, you know, feel like you don't have it all together, or feel like, you know, you don't know what to do and things like that.
I feel like there's so many groups for women when it comes to motherhood, but I don't see a lot of groups and things for men out there that are fathers. So hopefully we start seeing more of that out there because you all need the support as well. It's very important.
Yeah, you want to see that kind of thing. Thank y'all for that. Because you want to see that amongst men, because a lot of times men just don't open up.
Gotta open up and come together. So they have to open up more and come together and, you know, have those groups so you can come together and have conversations about the challenges you're experiencing being a father.
I mean, we should, because, I mean, they definitely could benefit from it, but a lot of times, like, it just doesn't happen that way. Like, men don't open up because a lot of times they don't want to seem weak.
I honestly think the total opposite. I like when men open up. I don't think it's a form of being weak. I think it's more of them being a good communicator, in touch with their emotions, a good person. I don't like the people that keep things to themselves and ball it up and then explode on you later. So I'd rather someone that opens up and talks about how they're feeling.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to just kind of let it out and, you know, communicate. Unfortunately, the thing is, like I was talking about my friend, you know, he tried, you know, he did that, and I saw how, you know, he was telling me how it was kind of received. Like, it's just like, I've said it, you know, because I was like, maybe you should just talk, you know, say this, say that. And he was like, yeah, I've tried this. Like, it's just like, okay, I get it, but, you know, what about this bill? This bill needs to be paid. What about this? Like, it's like, I'm going to let you sit there for a minute, but then you need to come on back out of it. Like, and so, you know, I kind of had to tell him, it's like, you know, look, if nobody else tells you, man, I see what you're doing. You're doing a great job. And just keep doing what you're doing. And he kind of almost broke down then, because it's kind of like And I told myself, us as men, we don't do this enough. Fathers don't do this enough for each other. Like, we don't encourage each other enough. And that bothers me. I mean, there are some fathers out there that are going through some real things, that could use the community, but a lot of times we don't trust as easy. We don't trust, and a lot of that is taught from fathers. Just to be strong and don't ever let nobody see you cry. Don't ever do this kind of thing. It's kind of a taught behavior sometimes for sons anyway.
So you'll tell your son it's okay to cry and get in touch with his emotional side and speak out?
Yeah. I've had to do it in the past few years. I've tried to hold it all in, and it almost wrecked me. Like, it almost tore me up.
It's not good to hold all that in.
Definitely not good to hold it all in.
Hey, like this conversation, like we went really deep. I said I like this conversation. I feel like we went really deep.
Yeah. Like I said, I was kind of nervous about it at first because I didn't really know where the direction was going to go. For those of you that are just coming in, thank y'all for coming in. This is the Too Good For You podcast. We're just talking about fathers on this Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to the ones that have just arrived in. Hope y'all are having a great Father's Day. If y'all have questions or comments, please put them in the chat.
Yes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in. And happy Father's Day to everyone that's out there. This year's flown by. It doesn't even feel like it's June or it's Father's Day. Like, I feel like it should be February or something. I don't know. It's just going by a little too fast. And it's hurricane season. It's something that I hate. Do you have anything planned for the rest of the day for Father's Day?
No.
You spend time with the kids?
No, it's going to be a normal schedule for me. I mean, I got my kids, they come back at noon every other Sunday. Hold on.
You have a dad live in action right now, multitasking. We love to see it. That is being a parent.
But yeah, I don't have anything special planned. I mean, it's kind of the same. It's kind of more routine for me, since both my kids are special needs, but my son more so. So I kind of have to stick to a routine with him, so that doesn't really change. So my day has kind of been filled with cooking, washing clothes, all of those normal things that have to be done.
Yeah. What did you get as a gift for Father's Day?
They got me a organizer for like cologne, watches, and stuff like that.
Fancy. Is there anything that you did not get for Father's Day that you did want as a gift?
No, not really.
Not really.
I don't ask for much, and I know there are a lot of fathers out there that'll be like, "I don't need anything. Don't give me anything." But low key, we actually do like gifts.
I love the honesty. I knew it. I knew you all like gifts.
I'm gonna just say it, and they can deny that they want to. But
another kiddo.
Like, even if we say don't give me anything, we still want something.
Mom, what do you mean another kiddo? What? She said another kiddo. Who's having another kid? Not me.
Not me either.
Mom, you're commenting on the wrong chat. Do not speak that into existence. I'm trying to enjoy my summer. Oh, do you want another kid for Father's Day? That's what she's saying. Do you want another kid for Father's Day? He said no. She's over here trying to gift you with another baby. Better him than me. Thank you, Mom. I'm glad we're here because I have a teenager. I am not starting over.
I don't want another right now. I got my hands full with the two that I got. So I'm good.
He said right now he didn't say in the near future that he wouldn't change his mind. So possibly Quincy will have another kid, is what he's saying. You open to that?
I don't know.
He's thinking.
I can't really answer right now. I don't know. I want to be honest. I have no idea. As of right now, if I had to answer at this very moment, no, I'm not trying to have no more.
No. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm not trying to do that. We still have to get you in the pool so you can learn how to swim. So you can teach your kids.
I do need to do that.
Yes.
I'm going to do that with my kids.
Yes.
That's one thing that we're going to try to do together.
It's amazing. Is there any gift that you said you wanted for Father's Day that you didn't get? Anything? No.
I mean, they typically get me pretty good stuff where their mom gets me good stuff.
And so I was like saying, I'm like, he's Tyra's watching. Is there anything that you want Tyra to get really quick before Father's Day ends? It's like I keep bringing it up, and you're like, no. Tyra, I try to help him out.
Time.
Is there a best gift that you have received? Like, is there a gift that you just absolutely loved that you got in the past?
She got me a clock last year that had their names on it, like Happy Father's Day. So I mean, I still have that one. My daughter, I mean, she always puts thought into it. I mean, even though it's funny the stuff that she thinks to get me, because I think last year she was like, I know what I'm going to get you for Father's Day. Yeah. I'm going to get you a Kit Kat and a Sun Kiss, because I know those are your favorite.
Yeah. Someone's in my chat.
So thank you, because I see you pay attention to me, but also don't point out my bad habits.
Someone asked in my YouTube chat, I keep forgetting that I have YouTube on here. Someone asked, what does it say here? Do you give your child's father a gift on Father's Day? Why or why not? I mean, that's my daughter's job. We're divorced. I'm sure he's in a relationship, and I don't know how that would look, me getting him a gift. Yeah, we've been divorced for a long time, like 12 years, guys. I don't sit here and give this man gifts for Father's Day or birthdays or Christmas. No. If anything, that's my daughter's. Like my mom's not gifting my dad anything for Father's Day. They're not together. And I'm grown, so.
Would you do it on behalf of her? Like if she wasn't able to?
Little mama in there got some money. She's able to. She's spoiled, okay? So I let her do that on her own. No. I'm not the ex-wife that gives the ex anything for Father's Day. I know your situation is different. You and Tara get each other gifts. We do not. I mean, we've been divorced for 12 years.
Because they can't right now. They don't have any money. So, I mean, it's
but my kid's 14, you know. She got a little money, you know. She can gift and do whatever she wants. I don't partake in that. I also don't ever want my ex to be like, oh, she bought me a gift. She wants it. No.
I do realize you run that risk also.
Yes. So, no, I don't give gifts. I don't do any of that stuff. No.
Okay.
My daughter got it. I know she got money in there. She probably got more money than me right now. My daughter, every time I look up, she has a wad of cash. And I already know it's from my parents. Oh, my mom said I give gifts in the kid's name. Okay, so my mom does give my dad gifts. But she puts it in our name. Okay, I got it. Am I the only parent out here that is divorced that does not give the ex a gift for Father's Day? He doesn't give me a gift either.
Like my kids, they're still young, so they don't have anything. So I kind of have to do it for them. Which I think
okay, so y'all kids are young. We don't gift each other gifts for birthdays, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father. We don't do that. Yeah. And to be honest, if he got me a gift, that would make me feel really weird. Why are you buying me this?
No, we definitely make sure that we say it's from the kids. This is what the kids got you. But you know, because we know each other, we kind of know what the other person wants. And there are times like, hey, what do you want for Mother's Day? What do you want for Father's Day? And stuff like that.
I honestly don't know what my ex would even want as a gift for Father's Day, to be honest with you. Again, we have not been together in 12 years. I have no idea what to buy. Your dad and I buy each other Xmas gifts. Yeah, my parents do buy each other gifts. But they've been knowing each other for 40 years, so, you know, me and my ex, I have no idea what to buy him. I'll leave that to my daughter. That was a good question, though.
Yeah.
I am more of a person, once I'm done with someone, I'm done. There's no, like, buying gifts, communication, none of that. I think I have one ex that I did tell Happy Father's Day to, but this is the same ex. I'm spilling all my tea. This is the same ex. He has my location, and anytime I travel, I do text him and tell him that I'm traveling, or if I'm like going out, I tell him I'm going out. I think it's a picture. He does have a picture of my passport, but yeah, we're just cool like that.
Okay.
But that's the only ex that I told or would ever tell Happy Father's Day. But I mean, is he really an ex? We didn't really date for a long time. He's the homie. That's the homie. But what I will say, when I got drugged in Houston, he was the first person I called. I didn't call my parents. I didn't call 911. I didn't even call the cousin I was with at first. I don't know what I was thinking. But I called him first.
That sounds like a good friend.
That is a good friend. That is a really good friend. If I need anything, I know who to call. So happy Father's Day to that ex. Shout out to you. I don't think he watches this though.
Welcome in, everybody. So we are nearing the end, but definitely thank y'all for showing up. And like I said, this was to more so shed some light on the value of a father and
My dad.
what that looks like for fathers that are actually showing up for their kids. So what I'll say is this. We take Father's Day for the fathers, and we get to say Happy Father's Day, and we give them that one day. I think I was in a few chats this week, and they were like, "Oh, what kind of necktie are you getting this week for Father's Day? This year for Father's Day?"
Is that a common gift?
Like, why we gotta on here? It's like, why we gotta get a necktie?
I got my dad those what are those glasses called that you record? I forgot.
Oh, good. Yeah, I know.
Meta glasses. I got him the Ray-Ban ones.
Okay.
My parents give it. It can't go over $500. That's their max. You hear that, Mom? For 500, you're on your own. Okay, you can either get a gift or I'll send you the cash. So that was his gift this year for Father's Day.
But what I will encourage everyone to do is if your father's still there, just let them know that you appreciate them. Sit them down, let them know, hey, I appreciate you. Even if you got them a gift or anything like that, I promise you, the fact that you sit them down and you just say, hey, I appreciate you, or you really let them know that, hey, I really appreciate everything you've done, that will likely mean a lot more than a gift. And even like if y'all out there that are married, have things like that, and the dad is still present, father's there, he's doing everything that he's supposed to do for the home. Like, just sit him down and just be like, hey, we appreciate you. Now, he might look at you weird because that's what men do. We probably gonna be like, okay, like, all right.
Why are y'all like that? If someone tries to hug you, y'all are like,
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like, okay, all right, cool. But
not affectionate individuals.
Be like, no, we appreciate you, like, for real. And just let him know that, like, I promise that's gonna mean a whole lot more to him than this little one gift. And don't do it just on Father's Day. Do it throughout the year. Maybe if you don't want to do it every day, do it once a month. Just let your dad or your father know, or the father of your kids. Just let him know that he's appreciating that you do see him. Because like I say, a lot of times we will carry things with us that we won't talk about, only because we feel like we don't have the opportunity or just the space to do it. So just, give them that opportunity. Just let them know that I see you. I appreciate everything you're doing. We appreciate you. The family appreciates you. And we love you. Do that for me.
Absolutely. I will. Ouch. Someone said, what am I doing? I'm playing with my dog. He keeps scratching me. I didn't know you guys could see this part of me. Happy Father's Day to all the... Ouch. That was a big scratch. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Happy Father's Day. So, again, thank y'all. The hour went by pretty quick.
Really quickly. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Father's Day.
I'm going to wash some more clothes and finish dinner. And go get the kids ready for this week. Get them ready for school. Get myself ready. All of those things I got to do. But we're not gonna hold Chanel any longer because she probably got to get to work.
Yes, I do have to go to work. Gotta go save some lives.
You gotta go to work. I gotta get over there and do some things. But definitely thank y'all for all the support that y'all are giving us. This thing is definitely growing. We're gonna be trying to stream on Twitch, YouTube, and some of the other platforms to make it a little bit easier for everybody to access. But
subject for next week. We don't have a subject yet for next week. We're just taking this day at a time.
Thinking it right now.
I know. We're just kind of winging it. We're both pretty busy with our personal lives and work lives, so.
We just winged it right now. But this week was pretty easy because it was Fatherless. So
yeah,
right, let's
work out.
For Fatherless. Let's raise some awareness to that. So this week was kind of easy. Next week, we don't know yet.
We don't know.
We gotta think about it for a minute.
Yes. We'll get back to you about that. We'll post about it.
Yeah, we gotta think about it for a minute. But definitely thank y'all for the support, the comments, the feedback that we get off of here.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
All right, you guys. Have a good day. I'm gonna go get ready for work before I'm late again. Until next day. Thanks.